Hello, everyone. You're welcome to my podcast, Making Nigeria Great Again. Making Nigeria Great Again. And I am your host, Hilda Oti. So today I'm still going to be talking about corruption in Nigeria and highlighting the abandoned projects in Nigeria. But meanwhile, I want to talk about the recent police attack on an African immigrant in Paris. I want you guys to see how the president of France and many other top leaders in France reacted to this video that has gone viral in France. So meanwhile, I want to quickly read what the president of France said concerning this incident. Meanwhile, as I'm talking to you right now, there's a lot of protesting going on right now. A lot of protesters are on the streets in Paris protesting this police brutality. And you know, it's so sad that it's not the same reaction we get from our leaders when such things happen. And that is the case of SARS. You know, Nigerian youths are crying against police brutality, and our president has never, thought it, needful to talk or condemn all these atrocities committed by our Nigerian police force. But I just want you guys to see just a recent happening. There was no, the guy did not die, just that they brutalized him. I want you guys to see how the president of France reacted. So I'm going to read the story quickly. So the president of France said, shame on us. The president condemns image of violent arrest of a black man. Okay? The president of France on Friday condemned a viral video of the violent arrest of a black music producer in Paris as shameful and unacceptable. The president of France said is shameful and unacceptable. But when the army killed Nigerian youths at Lekki toll gate, there was no condemnation from the government, there was no condemnation from the presidency, and this man is an African. It's not even a Frenchman. And see how the president is condemning this sort of brutality, this sort of police brutality. He said it's unacceptable. But in our own Nigerian soil, our president and our government, they deem it fit to kill, innocent human beings. The lives of Nigerian youths mean nothing to Nigerian presidency. So that is why they don't see any need in condemning that act. Instead, they are attacking the leaders of NSAS movement. They are attacking them. They are saying all sorts. I'm going to read another story coming from the presidency after this case of Lekki massacre by army officers. Okay, I just want you guys to see how the presidency, how the government treats its own people, and how the foreign government treats their own immigrants. The difference is clear. It's like black and white. And so when you people complain that there's a lot of brain drain, this is why, because in foreign societies, they care for us okay? They protect our lives and our property. But in Nigeria, in Africa, the government don't give a damn about you. Your life means nothing to them, okay? So, but I want you guys to see what the president of France said, because as I'm talking to you right now, the French people and the foreigners, all of them, it's a multicultural society. Everybody's on the streets right now protesting against this police brutality. It's unacceptable in this society, and they condemn it seriously. So now let us read what what's really happened, okay? The French President Emmanuel Macron on Friday condemned a viral video of the violent arrest of a black music producer in Paris as shameful and unacceptable, okay? 4 police officers have been suspended over the video, which was first shared on social media by French news website Lucida. It shows officers repeatedly beating a man during a police operation last Saturday. This is just a week ago, and the president is already condemning what happened. When there was police brutality in Lekki massacre on the 20th of October, when did our president come? And he didn't even when he made the speech, even when he addressed the nation, he never mentioned what happened at Lekki. Instead, right now, what I read some days ago was that from the presidency, they are saying that they are going to hold the leaders of the SARS movement accountable for what has happened, for the looters and those people that hijacked the what is it called, the SARS movement. They are saying they are going to hold them responsible. They have not condemned the act of the Lekki massacre, and now they say they want to condemn, they want to hold accountable the SARS leaders. Okay, so I'm coming to that very soon. Let me finish with this. Okay, so the images that we have all seen of Michael Zekler's assault are unacceptable, said the president. They shame us, Macron wrote on Twitter on Friday evening. Okay, the president of France went straight to Twitter, okay, to send out this message quickly that it's unacceptable and it's a shame on French people that this can happen in their soil. You see, when I read this, and I told myself, I said, this is what Nigerians don't have. We don't have a government that feel the pains of the people. Okay? We have a government that is autocratic. We have a government that is, insensitive to the people's cry. Okay? So this is the difference between the president of Nigeria and the president of France. This guy shows that he is human, and he knows that despite the fact that this guy is a foreigner, he lives in the soil of France. Even if he's not a French citizen, for the fact that he's here in France, his rights is protected. Okay? So the president went on Twitter, president of France, to condemn this police brutality. Okay? So he went further to say that France must never resort to violence or brutality, wherever it comes from. Okay? He said wherever it comes from, France must never allow hatred or racism to flourish. Okay? So he said, I believe in an exemplary republic, an exemplary police force, with the French exemplary French people, with the police as will all representatives of public authority, he added. That is a president talking. He announced that he has asked his government to work on proposals to restore trust between the French people and those who protect them, and to more efficiently tackle discrimination. Okay? This came 1 week after this man was brutalized. Just a week after this incident, the president came out and started to condemn this act of violence against an immigrant. Okay? He went further to say that we need to know how to look at the realities of our society. We need to know how to look at the realities of our country in the face and lead with determination, calm, and respect the debates of our society. Okay? He went further to say that neither invective nor stigma nor manipulation can contribute to this, he said. French President Emmanuel Macron said he was very shocked by the video and held a meeting immediately with Interior Minister Gerald Damanin on Thursday. Okay? The minister later ordered the officers involved in the case to be suspended from duty. Okay? The police officers were suspended immediately. Then the Inspector General of the National Police, the police has been asked. That is, there's a police that police. Okay? So the Inspector General of the National Police, the police has been asked to investigate the incident. Okay? Interior Minister Gerald Damanin had revealed on Thursday. Okay? So the Paris police prefecture said in a statement that IGPN will also seek to establish the exact circumstances surrounding the man's arrest. That is exactly what happened in Paris. That's exactly how the president reacted to the incidents of police brutality that took place recently in Paris. Okay, so now let me go to the recent news as regards the NSAS leaders, the latest news from the presidency. Okay, so now I'm going to read that. It says NSAS promoters to be held accountable. It says NSAS promoters should be prepared to account for what they did presidency. That NSAS should be ready to account for what they did. What did they do? What did NSAS leaders do? As far as I'm concerned, they did nothing. They only led a peaceful protest, non-violent protest at Tollgate, Lekki Tollgate. They were peaceful. There was no violence. And the army officers, after they have put off the lights and remove the CC cameras, your mobile policemen came and killed some members of the SARS movement. Okay? The presidency has not addressed those that were killed. The presidency has not held somebody accountable for the lives that were lost at the Lekki toll gate on the 20th of October 2020. But now they are sending this information that the NSAS leaders will be held accountable for what they did. So I don't understand. What did they do? And at this point, I want to ask, has the governor of Lagos State, where this thing took place, has he been held accountable? Because this thing happened in his state. Has he been held accountable? The officers that killed these innocent protesters, have they been arrested? Have they been arrested? Have they been located and arrested? Okay? So until you guys are able to get those people who killed Nigerian youths at Lekki toll gate, until you guys are able to hold them accountable for what they have done, you have no moral justification to say you are looking for the NSAS leaders to be held accountable for the looting and all the destruction that took place during the NSAS movement. We are all aware that there are some hoodlums that took advantage of this peaceful protest and hijacked it and started committing havoc everywhere. And this is because of all the corruption going on in Nigeria. So there are lots of jobless youths. They have nothing to eat. So they took that advantage of that moment to strike and get something for themselves. I'm not supporting looting. I'm not supporting violence or theft. But I want you guys to know that whatever was destroyed, whatever was stolen, is nothing compared to the trillions and trillions of dollars stolen by government officials in our country. You cannot compare what was destroyed or what was stolen to abandoned projects in Nigeria that contractors plus those that gave out the contracts were worth billions of naira. At the end of the day, they split up the money, they do the project halfway, and they abandon it. Have you held all those responsible for abandoned projects? Have you held them accountable? Have you arrested anybody? And you want to arrest the peaceful protesters, the leaders of the peaceful protesters. I must tell you that you have no moral justification to say what you have said. Okay? The Lekki massacre has to be addressed before you start to address the looting and the whatever. Okay? Because the lives that were lost during the massacre, during the Lekki massacre, I believe is of more value than those property you are saying were looted. I just took you people to France. I made these people to see and hear and know how the president of France reacted to the recent police brutality in Paris. That is how a government who has the heart for his people, that is how the government reacts. So guys, I'm coming back for the part 2 of this video where I'm going to be talking about abandoned projects. Thank you. I'll be back.